16 teams enter. Only 8 will progress to Day 2. Welcome to the Ascend Tournament Series Paradise Cup, the first installment of the Paradise Cup. This is the 2v2 Org Owner Showcase Tournament. All of you are doing well here. Shoutouts to 50 and Leopard for helping organize this event. As you heard, it is a 2v2 event. We have not seen a 2v2 event here at ATS, at the Ascend Tournament Series, since the Free Agent Showcase Tournament at the very beginning of ATS's history. So we're back to twos. We're back to something different. Back here on the sportiest stream. Hopefully all of you are doing well here tonight as you've joined for ATS and Paradise Cup action. Again, the Paradise Cup ran by Leopard, now part of ATS. So a pretty massive day for all of us here. We've got a pretty exciting schedule. Today is the qualifier. 16 teams have entered to the closed qualifier, have been invited in. Only 8 will see themselves go to Day 2, the Swiss stage bracket. It's not an easy playoff bracket to begin with. These teams already know how tough it is. Today, though, pretty simple. It's double elimination. You win twice at all, you're going to go through. You lose twice, you are out. A lot of questions here for these players. How are they going to perform on the day? Again, we'll get the info sent out again. We got 3 matches. All of them are best of 5. We're starting though, as you guys can see, NIRV Esports Team Ignition. Here, Team Ignition with Ziggy and Cody. We have not seen these two as teammates before. We had seen Cody recently with a sweep for the Team Ignition Blackline Championship Series roster earlier this week. Obviously joining Ziggy, who just won NLS Champs 1v1. He was part of Tier 8. The other side of NIRV Sports, it's Saturn, Feeds, and Sunrise. All of which are teammates on Exploding Cat Gift. So these guys have a ton of chemistry. NIRV are expected to be one of the front runners here as they are part of Group B. We're actually going to be seeing only Group B today, but if you look at this little screen here, maybe the correct screen. Is it? This is it. Here is our screen. These are the 16 teams we have entered. 135 Esports taking on Deleted XD Gaming. Then it's Sloth Squat Esports taking on Incorrect on Corporal Monkey Shines' stream. CPL MONKEYSHINES on Twitch. Team A&D Esports taking on Vigilant Esports. That is on Risky stream. So RASKIIRL. Below that, Sky Esports, Lotus 8 Esports. On the other side, Star Nation Blackout, a team that we've seen in the Legends Cup, recently taken on Midnight Gaming on 50 stream. DHRIFTY 2 SWEET. Big Crew Gaming taking on House Wyffindor, another org that's seen a ton of success in ATS. Team Evo, who are our current sponsors for the Apex Cup, taking on Cookie Crew Esports, who we AC later today. For us, we've got NIRV Esports Team Ignition. That's going to be our first match. After that, we'll be seeing upper bracket round 2 as well. The very, very exciting matchup here is, again, it's NIRV Team Ignition. And we're looking to get things sorted out as soon as we can. Again, apologies on all the slight delays we have as we are, again, just trying to make sure we get everybody here in the lobby. Again, our first match, quite a match indeed. NIRV taking on Team Ignition. Ignition, though, it's going to be a interesting time for this roster because they are not a very high ranked roster in this. They have Cody, who's very solid. Been on a couple 2v2 teams during his time. For all his success in 2v2s has been somewhat hit or miss. And just looking to make sure we get everything sorted out here. We wait on these players to join on in for what should be our best of 5 for NIRV, though, with Saturn, Feet, Sunrise. These guys all teammates on Exploding Cat Gift that we have seen before. Again, and to make sure we get everything put it out as best as we can. And apologies on all of the delays here, as again, the major thing we're looking at though is this bracket. Again, we're going to be seeing only group B for today, but should be a very good time for matches, as you know, all this best of 5, all this 2v2 as well. Remind you, and again, we're going to be cutting our number of teams in half. So for Team Ignition and NIRV, they may not be able to progress in the next day. There are some teams that are more likely to do so, and NIRV are expected to make it today too. Team Ignition actually are not. They're one of the lower ranked teams in this tournament, so they've got a lot to prove here in this best of 5. Is team like caster for, if you're asking what org I'm on Arc 35 Esports, but what team I'm casting for tonight, I'm casting for a ton of teams overall. So no, I'm not casting for any one team today. We're seeing a ton of different teams. So again, you guys will get to see a nice variety in action. I always love to see varieties. Here, as prediction poll is now live, so get your votes on who you think will take this one: NIRV or Team Ignition. Again, we're looking to get into this series in just a moment. Again, apologies on this delay. Again, we had a nice little long pre-show for all of you get to see what we have in store. Again, there's some insanely good matches here coming up. And again, reminder, the $200 prize pool, I didn't even mention, it's $200, $150 for first, $50 for second. So these teams are going to have a lot. It's going to be a 3-day tournament, and there's a lot of action for this. Again, maybe cut down from 16 to 8. Then move from 8 all the way down to 4 for day 3. And day 3 is the final bracket, and the grand finals will be streamed here. So you guys have a lot that you'll get to see. I promise you, it will all be worth it. As again, just waiting on this one. There's some amazing talent here today. We're gonna have a ton of people, you know, looking to really make their mark known. We may have a couple upsets. You know, this kind of a double elimination format does bring upsets with it. Ignition will have to do one here to get things started, but one thing I do know about Ignition, this is a very demo heavy Ignition. They're going to bring a lot when it comes to the aggression. Again, just looking to get this match put out as quickly as we can. Again, we're just making sure we get things put it out here. As again, I'm excited to see how this will do. And we are just getting things sorted out. Again, get your votes in, Team Ignition or NIRV. NIRV are the favorites in this match. Make sure all these teams are here. I think we are just about ready here. We are waiting on NIRV. They should be here any moment. There they are. It's going to be Feeds and Saturn. Feeds, come in, reminder, you guys haven't seen him. Goes by Hia Hunter. That's Feeds. So we'll be as just about to get into the match. Again, all matches best of 5. It's double elimination. You lose twice, and your tournament is done just like that. No team wants to start off on a bad foot, so this will be how they get things done. NIRV Esports on the blue, Team Ignition on the orange. It's a best of 5 here to determine who will see themselves go up around 2 and a chance to qualify for the top 8. Start of the Oregoner Showcase Tournament begins here. That's the Paradise Cup and ATS for sponsoring this event. As again, Team Ignition always on the orange, it seals. And the major question is going to be about Ignition Ziggy. He's not a very high ranked player. He's one of the lower ranked players in this tournament. Cody's going to be playing that defensive style that he usually does, but for Ziggy, a lot of what he does is very demo heavy. So I expect to see a lot of that still in 2v2. She does a lot in ones, and I have a feeling their plan coming into this tournament is to rely on that. Because overall, Ziggy's not going to have the mechanics to beat Feeds or Saturn, but he may have the ability to try to get rid of them. Although right now he is not off to a good start here. Team Ignition down by 2 already. As NIRV, and this is what you expect from a player like Feeds. He's a mechanical, high aerial based player. We're going to be seeing a lot of this from NIRV in this kind of series. They're going to take advantage of the aerial based game modes. As again, what a start already here for NIRV. Again, trying to get up to the best beginning they can. This team expected to make it to day number 2, but they've got to prove it here, and already doing well on the give and goes. It will be another one in. Saturn will make it free for NIRV as Cody, they're not unable to get that high challenge he wanted, and the goals are pouring in for NIRV Esports. I don't think we're going to be seeing any slowing of this offense, and for Team Ignition, they have not been able to get upfield at all this match. Not a good sign for this first minute when they're down by 3. Don't have much offense to speak of, but Ziggy, who actually is in field play, nobody back. Cody's going to have this one. And Team Ignition, well, they will get one at last as a whiff from Feeds. I think he was looking to catch that one, but completely missed that one, as did Ignition Ziggy. And it's an easy one back. Team Ignition scorers. We're going to have a highlight of real number of goals for this game. Other side, looking to slow down. Infield pass. Ziggy makes it 2. At this point, defense isn't going to be a problem for any of these teams because it doesn't exist. We're not even through the full first minute. We've already got 5 goals. An average of a goal every 12 seconds, and it feels like it's going a lot faster than that. My goodness, our start here in the Paradise Oregoner Showcase is going to be a huge battle. As again, if you guys notice on the name, Oregoner Showcase, yes, every single team, their captain is an Oregoner. For some teams, it is a high-ranking admin from that organization. Others, it is the owner, as is the case with Team Ignition. Ziggy does run the Team Ignition org, a content-based organization with a couple of Rocket League teams. Actually, I think one team right now. NIRV, their org owner, Saturn. One of the high-ranking admins there at NIRV. They have a couple of them who run the organization. Saturn being one of them, and probably the one that you guys would recognize by far the most. He's been on the stream a lot. He also has played on Incorrect White. He's been on NIRV a lot longer than at org. Here with, his teammates from Exploding Cat GIF. This is a team that has just so much talent in them and so much team chemistry, really. They may not be the highest ranked players, but one, they're definitely pushing that high rank. There is a rank cap for most players in this tournament, that rank cap being 1650 MMR, which is a high-ranking GC2. I think slightly maybe in the GC3, but it's definitely in that GC2 range. NIRV do check those boxes with the players they have. They're both GC2 level. Even their sub is a GC2 level player in Sunrise. They also just have really good team chemistry. A lot of these teams were made relatively last minute. They don't have that team chemistry together to be able to make things happen. So a lot of these teams really going to need to utilize these couple of days to really get to know each other, because at least for day 1, rank's going to have a huge impact on who's going to take these matches. Right now, NIRV winning on rank, and as you can see, winning in that scoreline too, as Ziggy unable to chase this one down. It will be right back in by Feeds. Cody, baked out of the way there. Ziggy's going to cut across. He won't get the clear, and the net's wide open. Feeds will make it 5-2. As the goals keep on coming, NIRV Esports throwing themselves ahead. At this point, they're just looking to make sure they maintain this kind of offensive pressure, maintain this kind of gameplay. Against the Team Ignition, they are the ones with the obvious advantage. For Cody and Ziggy, they've never been teammates before, but there's Ziggy for you. A little bump of a head will leave the net wide open for Cody. And again, expect a lot of that from Ziggy. He's made a name for himself with how many demos he gets in Rocket League. We have seen him in the 1v1s in the past, His demo style is shown very prominently there. And in 2s, well, with Cody in the backfield, that should give him a lot more time to be able to go for that, but again, the major issue for Ziggy is going to be that mechanical ability. He's not a high-ranking player. Simply put, it's going to be a lot of pressure put on Cody to be able to slow that play down and allow Ziggy enough time to get back. Right now for Cody, again, the pressure's really on him. He did mention, though, that Team Ignition this tournament, we weren't expecting to make it far, we're just expecting to have fun with it. I'm sure they'd love to see themselves make it to day 2. I mean, with how this tournament's set up, we're probably poised for a couple teams to upset run into day 2. For now, though, Team Ignition just looking to press upfield. Cody. This one kept away as another touch. It's wide open for feeds, and he'll add another goal for himself. NIRV keep the scoring going. With how this game has looked, I don't think they're going to be shutting down that offense anytime soon. Team Ignition. Again, there's so much reliance on Cody right now to be the one in the defensive backfield that so tough, because essentially, if Ziggy overcommits, it's a 2v1 for NIRV. Ziggy's one that will overcommit. He likes to push up high, likes to take those chances. Fortunately, it isn't great for Cody, but Team Ignition, again, it's a very high-risk strategy that they're going for here. Fortunately, Ziggy just has not been able to be impactful enough that NIRV are having full control. They'll look for a bump in front, but he ain't unable to get it. Ziggy, a clear that will head towards the midfield, and feed's actually a little awkward here. Team Ignition slowly looking for more as Adam will be on the end of this. Feeds, blocks Ignition, Ziggy. NIRV keep the ball close as one more touch from Feeds, looking for a shot on net, but Team Ignition again looking to take this one slowly. NIRV, another heavy clear. Ziggy beat by Feeds. He does get a little bit of it though. And Team Ignition, I think, trying to let Game 1 just end at this point. NIRV has already said what they needed to say. This team, again, pretty scary with what they have shown us before on Exploding Cat GIF. And while 2v2 they have been a relative question, Feed seems like a guy who can play 2s. He's just got so much mechanics, so much solo ability. In theory, he should be a well-rounded 2v2 player so far in this game. He has done that. 5 goals on 10 shots. NIRV wiping the floor in Game 1. We may see one more goal here. Saturn wants it, finds the crossbar, saved by Cody. That will end Game 1. No more goals will come through for either side. NIRV wins 7-3 in Game 1. Obviously, it is still a best of 5, so a much longer match. Of course, teams, they want to, for Ignition, they want to slow things down. On a very fast-paced side. Again, we're going into game number 2, Team Ignition. Again, taking a high-risk strategy that isn't giving them a lot of reward. Most of the issues they have is just how much they're relying on Cody. Here's we go into game number 2, NIRV Esports looking to keep up this kind of plays. Good evening, hope you're doing well. Hello, Aiko. I'm doing amazing, thank you for asking. How is your night, David, going? Obviously, you've joined to watch a little bit of day 1. I know you'll be one of our casters for day 2, so thank you so much for showing support as we got NIRV versus Team Ignition. Ziggy, another thing that I haven't mentioned about Ziggy that he's pretty famous for, he uses a lot of cars. So, Esper is a car we have seen him use before. He's used basically any car that's out there. I think he's pretty versatile for that. Cody, on the other hand, is only used, I think, just the Octane for his entire career, and he doesn't use a lot of different decals, so very different between these two players. Ziggy, much more carefree in that aspect. Right now for Team Ignition, though, they're not very carefree on defense. A lot of the backfield! And the ball's just gonna fall in for Saturn. NIRV, a little fake in front. You continue to see Cody having a little bit of fun there. Before heading to work, well, hopefully your work will be fun, Aiko. As yeah, again, these guys have a little fun in chat, again. One of the best things about Ignition coming in this tournament, they know there's a very good chance they do not make it to day 2. They're not expected to, actually, based on the seeding. We're just here to have fun as NIRV, again, they do expect a little bit more of themselves. They are expecting themselves to go to day 2. A pretty tough thing to do, but would not find it all that impossible for a team of their caliber as Team Ignition. Going to create some offense for themselves. They had, I think 2 goals, 3 goals last game. I think it was 2 goals last game as Team Ignition side. Again, has found space, and a lot of it is... No, it's been free. It was 3 goals last game. A lot of it, again, came from the demos. From Ignition Ziggy, or the bumps, really. He hasn't gone for as many demos. Fortunately, with how much defense they're playing, he doesn't have that space, as this should be in. Oh, what a fake! Saturn's going to score! NIRV with another fake in front. And again, Team Ignition caught flying. Ziggy gets faked, and Cody gets faked. And then the goal goes in. All the fakes from NIRV Esports are working. Here at the start of game number 2, as that's going to be goal number 3. Ziggy missed the kickoff, and again, for a guy like him, a 1v1 talent, doesn't have the best kickoff in the world. It's one of the things that... Yeah, he didn't even get close on that one. Just a little miss on the kickoff, and we've seen that happen to him a couple times. It happens to the best of us. Anybody who plays ones for long enough knows what it's like. Unfortunately for Ignition, it puts them 3 goals down in a game 2 that you feel like is one that they would want to show up in if they have any chance of taking this, at least taking a game off this series. Game 3 gonna be a whole lot tougher for them because NIRV, with time, do progress and do get better. Especially when you're 3 goals down for Team Ignition. This is the time where you just need to throw things ahead, see what sticks. Now Cody trying to get that play in front. Ziggy will get the dunk there and a chance to score. Waiting back is one back. He's looking for the bump on Feeds, but great block. Avoiding the bump on that shot, and Team Ignition nearly getting that first goal of the game, unfortunately. Have to wait a little bit longer, but Cody, his chance. Wide of the goal, Ziggy already called off. He'll have to turn around on this play, but that pop. Ziggy staying back. Now he'll 50. Kept high above that crossbar, Team Ignition. Will it stay close as NIRV Esports? Hitting again. Feeds. Unable to read that corner bounce. Saturn will go up for it. Feeds again called, and this time he will go for the ball, but that touch straight back to Cody. Team Ignition would be able to keep this one as Adam to the early challenge, keeping that away as Cody's touch straight back to Feeds, and oh, the mechanics this guy has. This is where he loves to be. Up to the ceiling. Down to the floor. Musty flick. Feeds goes for net, and he's found it. As I said, he's a danger in the air, and Feeds, ceiling shot, musty flick. Ziggy can't get to it in time, and NIRV Esports putting a little bit of fun in the middle of game 2, ending up 4 goals up. Oh, and another kickoff goal. It only seems to get worse. Ziggy did not shoot up high enough. Those kickoffs where they have to kind of guess if it's going to go well or not. It didn't for Ziggy. And it's another for NIRV Esports. They've given up no goals so far this game. Team Ignition has had less on offense than they did last time. And again, reminder, loser of this is not out. They go to the lower bracket though. And well, no matter what happens, if you go into the lower bracket, if you are able to make it through, you're one of the low seeds. Going to day 2. Day 2 is a Swiss type bracket, so all the teams that make it through uppers play all the teams that make it through lowers. Not the kind of place you want to be in, as that's an overcommit for Cody. And another goal for Feeds. NIRV just continuing to take command in game 2. We still have a lot of this game to go. It has been, I think, a little less scoring, but we'll see if it stays that way. It definitely hasn't continued. As NIRV only one away from a 7-goal difference, and if you all know what that means, the 7-goal difference is what is counted on the stream as a blowout. Any team that wins by 7 or more goals, that is considered a blowout win by this stream standard, and maybe they don't want to be part of a growing group of numbers of teams and players that have had to suffer a blowout loss. Getting a goal would be huge here, and Cody may be able to find it. Saved by Feeds, but Ziggy's got it open. And Ignition, they will find one back. Great patience from Cody. Not only does he give Ziggy time to get upfield, but he really forces Feeds to have to wait on that save. He can't get a good enough touch on it because of it. And Ziggy comes through, takes the open net, Team Ignition are finally on the board as we're approaching the end of Game 2. Looking to, again, keep themselves away from having a blowout loss. Now only a 5-goal difference. NIRV Esports challenged again. Ziggy in the midfield. Feeds will keep this one away. Cody falling for it himself, but unable to get around that play. Ziggy will have to backtrack and keep his team in a good position as Saturn off the corner. Coyote sent straight back in. That's going to go bouncing off the back wall, and Team Ignition stay on top of it. Cody blocked by Saturn. Cody again, still no boost in the tank. Cannot let Ziggy commit too early for that. Unfortunately, Feeds is up in the air again. Another must-need flick. Double tap. Unable to get to it at the end. Trying to one-up with the goal we saw from him earlier this game. As Ignition a little bit faster at the end of this game. I think they have a lot they want to prove to themselves as Feeds keeping it in the back wall, keeping it in the back line. Team Ignition unable to get another goal, and it won't matter if they do get one or not. Game 2 will be another win for NIRV Esports as they will eventually, I think, let this ball hit the ground, although good for them for keeping it up. There we go, NIRV Esports on match point already. One away from a sweep win here early on in this tournament. As we move into Game 3, and NIRV proving that that rank does have a difference, especially this early on. It has a difference. Again, game number 3, the action only continuing here. Here we go, game number 3, NIRV. One away from getting their first win of the tournament, and one away from guaranteeing themselves at least 2 chances to qualify for the top 8 event tomorrow. As a great start, what a dribble! Oh my goodness, Feeds! I mean, we know he can hit some pretty insane stuff, but he's got the fundamentals too. That is just clean from Feeds. Right over Cody. And with the pace that he had, it's been a perfect start. Is that a Proteus from Ziggy? Oh, he's playing in a Proteus this game. Gotta love the car changes from him. Right, we have seen him play in this car as well, by the way. One of the silliest looking cars in this game, but I absolutely love that it's one of the cars that Ziggy loves to play on. Fortunately, a double tap attempt made by Feeds. Good cutout from Ziggy. Follow-up shot will still be on, but Cody will be there to save. And Ignition and trying to find that push up here is Cody. Kept out by Feeds. Still Cody on it. In front. Ziggy had the shot there, but it was Saturn who was waiting there as well as a dunk from NIRV. That net's open. Feeds doesn't need to hit it, and he won't. 2-0 up. NIRV Esports making sure they got on the board early as again Cody beaten by Feeds here and his superior mechanics. Feeds really having his way. Again, he's one of those players that you gotta watch out for going into day number 2, because if he's showing up as I mean, I guess it is 2s that should be happening, but a double fake kickoff. Cody's gonna take this one. Oh my goodness, we gotta see that kickoff again. Double fake. I think that was intentional from both of these teams. I guess if it is 2v2s, we should expect it to happen more often. Oh, that's perfect. Both teams call the fake kickoff as Ignition to play a little bit closer to it, and Cody who gets the air dribble bump in play. Not done just yet. NIRV Esports still searching as hooks their pitch. That one will not find the net. Team bump there. Ignition Ziggy was hitting the wrong direction, but Cody close to it. Second touch, won't be able to reach, and Ziggy had committed for that as well. He was called off by Cody. Ignition do recover as Cody on the dribble. Again, he's pretty good on those 1v1 situations. He has space. He can definitely make things happen, but right now he's gonna have to make a lot more happen as that net's open. Saturn will make it 3-1. This point for Team Ignition, I mean, we already knew coming into this, they were going to have a very tough time keeping up. It's all about being able to mitigate the amount of success that NIRV Esports are able to get. Still over 3.5 minutes left in this game. NIRV Esports Once again proving who they are as a hat-trick for Feeds now. This guy could not stop scoring. Four goals to 1 the scoreline, NIRV Esports. Looking to be one of the 8 out of these 16. Again, only half the teams will make it to day 2. This is a very, very tough road for them. As Ziggy blocks ahead, Saturn will be saved away by Cody here as Ziggy. That one only going to head to the back wall as Cody stays close. Saturn again. NIRV Esports dunked on by Team Ignition. Saturn to the back wall. Second touch. Won't be able to make it as Cody gets there in time. Team Ignition just trying to play patiently here. And again, just trying to slow down NIRV's progress to scoring more. Again, it's Cody who'll get this clear away. Ziggy already up for it. You can see he's looking for that dunk. Nowhere near Feeds though. And another musty flick. This time he won't get on the back of it. And NIRV actually a bit of a team bump there. They got to be careful not to overcommit, but they won't actually. It's going to be a free shot for Saturn. And again, Team Ignition just not ready for it. NIRV Esports. Yeah, Cody pushed up. I think it would have been better if he challenged early there. Ziggy definitely waiting back. It was a tough save for him though. With how NIRV is playing, they're just going to keep things calm. Saturn, blocked by Ziggy, Cody. Still on it, gets that dunk. Saturn. Get back in by Ignition Ziggy. Can the Orgoner gets a little bit going for Team Ignition. Gets the demo, but Saturn's still back, although he doesn't have any boost. Cody now looking across. I think he was hoping Ziggy would stay there, but Ziggy had left the play, and now NIRV in a race down the field. Infield, Saturn, not on, but what a fake. Oh, he gets through Cody. Even Cody has to respect with a nice shot in chat. Saturn completely fooled him there with a backflip shot. And this is NIRV toying with their opponents. I think for Team Ignition, they're just looking for another goal, something to take away from this. At this point, I don't think we see that. I don't think I expect to see them coming back from a 5-goal deficit. A lot more of what their concern is going to be is how many goals then they get. Cody, air dribble bump again! Oh, it's the second time he's done it, and it's the second time he's scored using it. Unfortunately for Feeds, I think it's the second time it's happened against him as well. He has been on the receiving end of those air dribble bumps. NIRV Esports playing well, although that's a mistake. And Ziggy's going to take another one back for Team Ignition. As Feeds there needed to get that ball. Forward ping. Oh, he's talking about Saturn being on 400 ping. He's fine. I think he had a bit of a disconnect there off that kickoff. Not a great time for it to happen, but for NIRV, maybe a little bit of concerns here, maybe a little bit more uncomfortable with how this game is going. Only up by 3, and with Team Ignition and their confidence, you don't want to give them any more, as surely this should go in. Feeds. Oh, Cody, whatever you turn. Feeds, I think we went for a little bit more, something a little bit more stylish there. I would have liked to see him just go for that shot. His team's only up by 3 goals, and with a minute to go, you might as well just get a few more. Really set yourself apart as Saturn will try. Cody with the block on no boost. Ziggy bumps away. Here goes Feeds again. Cody, unable to get to the back wall, but NIRV still keep it. Saturn, off the corner, bumped out Cody, but Ignition Ziggy with a huge 50, and Team Ignition the other way. Cody unable to shoot on this, but and set up an infield play, although both players from NIRV up jumping for it. Team Ignition will not find any opportunities. That's Cody again, called into action, another block on the back line. Ziggy with the dunk. Now looking to try to take down NIRV. His flip, unable to reach it. Feeds, oh, he's unable to get a flip either, but here goes Saturn, and at this point it's just back and forth. It's just wasting time that NIRV are going to be able to win from here as Feeds can't get that pinch. Cody getting bumped out. There's 7-3. Although I think this game was over when we got to the final 20 seconds. I just want one more. Here for NIRV Esports Team Ignition. Trying to hold them out for as long as they could. It eventually would break down. And NIRV Esports playing those 2v1s very, very well. That team chemistry definitely has a help in that. SV is going to look for one more. Flip reset. Musty flick. Double tap. He's got it. Oh, he's found it too. Oh, what a shot from... Oh, what a shot there from Feeds. He's been looking for it all game. Have to respect it when he does actually find it. Bravo, Feeds. Beautiful shot to end off this series. Field sweep though for NIRV. It was a quick matchup to start off our day. In addition, proving that yes, rank does have a difference. And unfortunately, they're the ones that aren't going to be winning easily on rank. 3-0 sweep, NIRV Esports. One step closer to that main event as... Again, what a nice little start that we've had here tonight. As again, we see some amazing action already. If we look at our bracket, a couple other matches have been confirmed. Incorrect with a field sweep over Sloth Squad Esports on that's Code Monkey Shine's stream. Bit of an upset there, but I mean, Incorrect's a pretty solid team. It's Chrono and Incorrect here. Top though is Sansbar, ASCII, as well as who else? As well as Glow on that roster. So a pretty good team, but again, a nice little start to our night here on the Paradise Cup 2v2 Org Owner Showcase Tournament. A bit of a mouthful, that name, but... And what a result we got to see there. Hello, Lepin. Yeah, thank you for letting me know Incorrect did win 3-0. What a fun result that's gotta be. Again, just looking to... Again, just looking to see what we'll get on the bracket. We're gonna get the winner of Star Nation Blackout Midnight Gaming, which is currently on Krufty's stream. I'll see how that match is doing. He should have it. Star Nation leading 2-0 as expected. That is one of our highest ranked teams in this tournament. As well as Krusty Crew Gaming House Wyffindor, which should be a very fun matchup. Star Nation are, again, one of the highest ranked teams in our tournament. It's Aurelius Legend and Zane Star, who were both teammates in Star Nation Blackout back when they competed in our Legends Cup 2, sponsored by Team Silence. So, you know what they're doing is Vigilance up by 2, is up 2-1. Wow, over A&D. That's what could be another upset. That's pretty impressive. Vigilance roster, not super high rank. Well, I guess Taylor and Vyoka are pretty good, but Mr. Wide's not super high ranked. He's like, I think, low champ, but... Again, they're playing against Andy. Andy's got some good chemistry. That's Bucky and Yugi. That roster's got some really good chemistry, so I'm surprised they're having a bit of an issue being able to get those wins. As now, though, again, we are going to wait on more updates, but... Again, I am excited to see this. I'm definitely ready to see all this kind of fun stuff. It's, again, a very fun night here. As for a fact, another team that we might be seeing tonight would be Cookie Crew. Could be seeing them. They are currently playing against Team Evo, which is another match I'm very much looking forward to. So again, I know that is on Pixie's stream. I know she's doing a team stream for that, so... I think it's Pixie who's doing a team stream. Yeah, there we go. How's her team doing? Looks like they are... Yeah, it's Pixie and Corpse, by the way, if you don't know who the players are on that team. Pixie and Corpse, their sub is Maisie, who actually is a person I've worked with a lot. They're currently losing Team Evo. Evo is expected to take that match. I mean, it's Break and Crisis. That's a pretty solid roster. Those two have some pretty good chemistry with each other, so... Not too many surprises, though, but... Again, wait on that. That match could be done pretty quickly, but they might be in game 3 right now. But for now, we're gonna go to an intermission screen. We unfortunately I can't give you much else for updates here tonight, but I can promise you you'll be seeing again 2 more matches coming up here. So be very fun. Again, just making sure that again we have everything sorted out. There's again our next series undetermined for now. Again, we'll be up for round 2 though. And it will be for qualification to that top 8 main event tomorrow. But for now, we're going to go to a break. When we come back, we will be here with more action from the qualifier of the ATS Paradise Cup 2v2 Oregoner Showcase. And we are back. Welcome back to the sportiest stream and to the ATS Paradise Cup 2v2 Org Owner Showcase. Hopefully everybody doing well here as... Oh, exclamation point bracket. Let me get you the bracket. Here you go. One sec. I don't actually have that command set up. I really should, but there you go. There's our bracket. In fact, let me show you our bracket here. Well, again, thank you so much for joining us here to round 2. You already see it. Starnation Blackout versus Krusty Crew Gaming. Get right into our bracket here again. Again, as you see, it populates all of our matches confirmed. We got that match. The other match in the upper bracket, Team Evo taking on NIRV Esports and D Esports, Sky Esports, X35 taking on Incorrect. And what a match we'll have here should be some pretty exciting stuff. But of course, again, we start off with Star Nation Blackout returning to the stream, our 2nd seed in this tournament, as they take on Krusty Crew Gaming, who themselves are our 7th seed. So both these teams getting off some wins. Star Nation sweeping Midnight Gaming. Krusty Crew with a 3-2 win over House Wyffindor. Again, seen some very exciting action already. A lot of you out there, Star Nation fans. I know Star Nation's been on this stream before. Or not a surprise to us anymore, and unlike the last one that they were in the Legends Cup 2, they are not underdogs in this match. They are one of the favorites to make it to day 3. And we're gonna get stuff in here, so we're gonna look to get everybody back up. Here's we are still waiting on Star Nation. They have actually not signed in yet to this match, but should be here any moment. As excited for this one here is. Hello, Legend. How you doing? Nice to see you. Welcome in, everybody. Legend carries you. Well, you're still pretty good, Zane. You're on that Star Nation Blackout team again back when they made that top 8 run into the Legends Cup. They're a very, very good team. Again, we are getting the call from Star Nation. They should be joining in just about a minute or 2, so... In fact, you know what? I found out why they haven't joined yet. Zane forgot to read. He forgot to read the lobby over when I sent it a few minutes ago, so... You'll hear soon enough, don't worry about it. We are a little bit of trolling there from Zane Star, but we'll be here any moment as again. Nation Blackout, taking on Krusty Crew Gaming. This is not only to qualify for day 2, but reminder, not just to qualify for day 2, but to also have one of the high seeds going to day 2. Day 2 is a Swiss stage. It's an 8-team Swiss stage. Well, with how these Swiss stages work, if you are able to get through that upper bracket, you have one of the top 4 seeds going to that second day, if I'm not wrong. So there's a lot of reasons why they'd want to win. The Star Nation specifically, being a high seed, would love to win early on. But for now, these teams ready to get on in, and why not wait on them? Star Nation Blackout will be on the blue, Krusty Crew Gaming on the orange here. 2 more orgs stepping up to the plate. This is upper round 2, so qualification is on the line here. And both these orgs actually not on the very big size either. Both these orgs are relatively small. They're some of the smaller orgs in our tournament, specifically Krusty Crew Gaming, which is a relatively new org from my knowledge. We've gotten to see a good amount of them though in the Rocket League Splash series. And not specifically Slash and Drew. Obviously here now is Star Nation with Zane Star and Legend is not off to a good start here as a weird touch there. Zane Star playing the wrong direction there. He's gone and only dunked his own teammate. Krusty Crew Gaming with that first goal, as this series is on paper a lot closer than the last one we had. And for Krusty Crew Gaming, Slash and Drew, I believe our teammates on Krusty Crew. We'll see if maybe we get an appearance from Krusty Dog, who's the org owner. And that, although again, reminder, you don't have to be exactly the owner of the org to be able to be considered an org owner for this tournament. Slash is one of the high admins at Krusty Crew Gaming, so he gets some points as well for that double tap attempt. He'll be hit away, but Drew going back for the net, and that will bounce off the post and in. As there's Krusty Dog. I was wondering where Krusty was going to be. As there we go, a second goal for Krusty Crew Gaming. And by Krusty Dog, since you're here, what team is Slash and Drew on? I know they're on a team for RLSS. Don't think I've seen them yet this season, though. On the other side, Zane Star Definitely we're going to Star Nation Blackout. Remember him reaching out to ATS before Legends Cup 2, trying to sign up his team. One of the last team to sign up. Came in as the 22nd seed in that tournament. The only reason their storyline there, making it to that top 8, the upper bracket wasn't more impressive was because Stargazers, the 23rd seed, made it through the lowers. Although they made up to do that kind of performance here because right now, their chemistry is not on point as Slash and Drew just bringing a very solid 2v2 gameplay. This said again, these are some much higher ranked players here in upper round 2. These are some teams that you should expect to see the rest of this tournament. Good amount of low ranked teams in this tournament as well. A lot of them are not going to be making it through the losers round 1, which is also going on right now. A lot of this battle is just for qualification. Reminder though, whoever loses this, they aren't out of the tournament just yet. They still have one more chance to make it through, but with that momentum going against you, a lot tougher in losers round 2 to be able to get those wins, even if it is against, in theory, easier opponents. And Star Nation Blackout looking for their first goal of the series. The Crew Gaming holding them hostage as Slash blocked by Zane Star. Drew, no boost in use, but they'll have that one 50'd away. Is it Drew up for it again? Blocked by Aurelius Legend as Slash going for goal, looking for number 4, but will be kept away by Legend. Still, it's KCG who keep on pushing as Zane Star now. An answer back for Star Nation. Popped up in the air, it's Slash, will go off the back wall. Bounce should be helpful to him here. That pinch in midfield. Zane Star will keep it away. As he'll look now for Legend. Great fake on one. Slash last one back, but and the Krusty Crew Gaming players, not only are they just looking good at 2v2, but these guys got some pretty strong 1v1 mechanics as well. These guys holding their own quite well. Another save requested. That one will bounce off the crossbar though. Krusty Crew Gaming do have to play a little bit more carefully, but they will win there. It's open for Slash. It's number 4. And Krusty Crew Gaming giving up nothing. Krusty Crew Gaming 4-0 up, and I see in chat there, Krusty Dog. I know she's supposed to be off to like a meeting in the morning, so Krusty not heeding advice to try to sleep early. But maybe I think her team though may want her to if they play like this for the rest of the series. Krusty Dog's gonna be in for a earlier sleep than what the seeding expected out of it. As Legend, back wall, great fake in front, will not be able to get Zane Star involved enough though, as he again tried to do his best to keep out Krusty Crew Gaming, but now they're starting to just take on these counterattacks here. Krusty Crew started off this game with a lot more aggression. Now it's just a defensive weight. Nation Blackout seem to be a little bit more overcommit heavy. And this is not a good start for the Star Nation side that again came into this tournament as that 2nd seed. Team of players who definitely knew each other. Again, they were both on the same Star Nation Blackout team that played in the Legends Cup, although it was Zane Star who I think was their manager for that team and not actually one of the players. He definitely wasn't a starter for that team. Legend was. He was the captain for Star Nation Blackout, obviously, though. And the Oregon tournament, the Oregoners are the captains, so if Krusty Crew, that's Slash, who again is one of the lead admins, I believe, from Krusty Crew Gaming. Star Nation, it's Zane Star, obviously, who runs the Star Nation side, as they will get one back eventually. It will come from Aurelius Legend, who maybe that player to look out for, I think, in this matchup. So a great pass from Zane Star off that back wall. As finally Star Nation put one in, it does come a little bit late though. And it's going to be Krusty Crew who look to keep themselves up as, oh, that was an open net for Legend. He definitely could have scored that one. Instead, it will be Slash who does a dribble around a couple. It rebounds the back wall as Drew. Bumped off is Drew, still searching, but no follow-up touches. Star Nation now with an overcommit. Legend. Drew sends it back in for Krusty Crew. Open space to work with. That shot will be deflected off the crossbar. Slash coming in for another chance. Legend. Oh, he's missed on this. It's open, and it's Drew to make it 6-1. Oh, that has got to be one of those mistakes. You just can't do much else but watch for Legend. Whiffed on the touch. And indeed knew as soon as he missed it, that was in for Krusty Crew Gaming. As when are you gonna have another 2v2 tournament? Whenever ATS decides on one, we don't generally do 2v2 though. But I know for a fact, Leopard, who runs the Paradise Cup tournament organization, he might run another in the future, depending on how well this tournament does. But I don't generally run tournaments. I did run one in the past when it came to the Phoenix Cup. I mostly run 3v3 tournaments. Although Krusty Crew looking for another one here, as again we may have another 2v2 tournament coming up soon, especially if this tournament does well, which right now we've seen a lot of support for it. So as Legend's gonna score here, it's just gonna put in a consolation goal at the end of game 1. Again, we've seen a lot of support for this tournament early on. We'll see if it continues throughout all the rest of the days for this event. If it does, obviously we'll make sure to do more. But again, ATS doesn't generally do 2v2. We do 3v3 tournaments in ATS. But obviously, though, this might have us do, this might tell us to do more 2v2 based tournaments. We don't generally do a lot of them. Again, the last time we did a 2v2 tournament in ATS was the Free Agent Showcase Tournament, otherwise known as FAST, which happened, I think, last year at the start of ATS's run. So we haven't done one in a while, but Krusty Crew Gaming, again, coming into probably our second ever time doing a 2v2 tournament, and a 6-2 scoreline in game 1. And this is very, very impressive already. Again, still a best of 5 here. All matches today are best of 5. As we'll be heading to game number 2. These teams already pretty excited just to get right back into this. Again, I'm not going to hold them back, that's for sure. We go into game number 2. Again, our first series ended in a sweep. This one, I hope it doesn't end the same way, but we'll see how it works. I'm having a 1v1 tournament in July. Or you're doing a 1v1 in July. If you're doing a 1v1 tournament, get me involved. I love ones. In fact, actually, ironically, ATS is also going to be running a 1v1 tournament soon. I can announce it. It's called the Bo Gleason Incorrect Invitational, I believe. It's a $1,200 tournament. 4 qualifiers, 1 main event, late August. Our first qualifier is next Tuesday, so definitely get involved with that. You guys want to do it? It's an uncapped tournament as well, so anybody can play. In the Bo Gleason Incorrect Tournament. Or say Bo Gleason Incorrect Invitational. So again, go play for that. It's a great tournament. If you want more info about it, ask me. Ask ATS. I can get you a bracket for that. We've already got a ton of people. A ton of pro players and bubble pro players who have already said they're going to play in it, so again, do not waste time. It's a huge event. Again, first qualifier is next Tuesday, the first of 4 in total. Again, right now, our qualifier here for day 1. Mission Blackout, just trying to keep things close here as they haven't taken the lead. No team has been able to take the lead yet. It's been a pretty long amount of time without a goal in a 2v2 game. You see a lot more goals in 2s than in 3s. And look how Krusty Crew started last game. Surprisingly, haven't been able to start that same way, but there's a lot of growth from Star Nation Blackout. I guess we shouldn't be too surprised with the caliber of players on that roster. Slash, unable to get that flip reset past Zane Star. Drew, to find that net, but Krusty Crew again running into a brick wall, and Star Nation Blackout and just their own offensive capabilities. Star Nation's waiting. A lot of what Krusty Crew wants to do is mechanical stuff. They're just not going to be able to do that stuff when there's just a whole lot of space given when the other team isn't willing to challenge aggressively. Krusty Crew, they're taking a lot of more risks on these attempts upfield. Now you can start to see they're playing a little bit more on passing as Legend's disconnected here. We'll see what happened from that, but for now they're going to have to keep on playing here as it will be momentarily a 2v2. Legend having rejoined back in. It was a huge disconnect there, but fortunately for him, Zane Star is held back as we won't have any more disconnects like that for tonight here. Would be a pretty terrible way to have any of these games get decided, especially one like this where it has been so close as we're past the halfway mark. As you'll get me a message about that tomorrow, well, thank you, Krusty. Anyway, go support Krusty Crew Game, by the way. Go support all the orgs in this tournament. There's 16 amazing orgs here. Gotta support every single one of them. As Krusty Crew, are they back? That's bounced off the post. Will be saved away by Drew as, again, Krusty Crew struggling on boost slash. Gotta get to it! But Legend forces it in! And after so much time, Star Nation Blackout are the ones to score, and Legend just muscles this through. Again, that's the kind of skill he has. He's one of the highest ranked players here, so expect a lot more of that from Legend. But he's on a net. That one's open. It's in. It's Slash who got a little bit of help from the crossbar. And it's Krusty Crew who, off the kickoff, wastes no time in scoring back. Star Nation Blackout, their hopes in upper round 2, they're going to be tough to be able to keep up with here. As now a bump in front on Zane Star. Oh, what a fake from Slash. He's got under him there as Drew got the bump of him above. And Star Nation, once again, being outplayed off the kickoff here is, again, Drew forcing Zane Star to commit high. Opens up some space. That's all Slash needs to score. Krusty Crew Gaming lead by 1. Again, 16 orgs in total. A ton of teams at this point playing for glory as Star Nation Blackout continues to try to challenge here as Zane Star unable to get the bump on Drew, but he did trip off the post, so he's going to be slow to challenge Legend. Slash waiting, a good decision there. Legend's pinch will go well away from that. He was just hoping to see if Slash would challenge that. Slash does. That opens up space for Zane Star to shoot. Instead, now the other way, Slash unable to bump out Zane Star. Drew, gotta be careful from behind. Legend was looking for that demo. Krusty Crew Game, who again are holding things tight, but they're not back! Nobody with boost, and it's become an issue for them here. Zane Star ties it up at 2 as Krusty Crew Gaming got a little too comfortable on defense, and again, so boost heavy right now. Is this Krusty Crew Gaming side? If they just didn't rely on using so much boost, I could see them leading this game by a ton of goals. Instead, they've been making a couple careless plays of just using way too much boost against a team that's going to take advantage as a mischallenge. Zane Star put Star Nation Blackout in the lead. As yeah, all was on Slash to get to that touch. He definitely called for it too. You saw no challenge from Drew. That's got to be one that Krusty Crew Gaming have to get to. Just cannot give Star Nation Blackout those kind of shots in. Either it be Drew or it be Slash who gets to it. That's the one that really should not have found the net. Instead, Krusty Crew now committing the other way. They really, again, have used so much boost this game. It's becoming a massive issue for them. Because the amount of boost they're using really going to make things tough. But an overcommit for Star Nation. And ACG not going to give up any space there. They're going to take that goal for themselves. Slash with all the goals so far this game for Krusty Crew. And the scoring just continues as Krusty Crew Gaming hoping for that lead to be theirs. Taking it a couple times this game without being able to hold it for all that long. Star Nation gonna take them down again. What a great clear from Slash. Drew keeping it up high. Legend can't challenge. In comes Slash! And he'll cut through the defense with a knife. Star Nation Blackout waiting on the goal line, but Slash will split the defense. And with 19 seconds to go, Krusty Crew Gaming could go to triple match point. Flash whiffs on it. Legend one-on-one, but that first touch gets away from him. Drew will clear it out. Slash will keep it up on offense. That pinch midfield. Drew wants one more goal, but Star Nation keep it alive. Now they gotta go the entire length of the field. Zane Star, not a lot left in the tank. Does get a good 50. Legend, only a little bit to use. Will go for goal. Slash will save it. Still is up, but it will be kept up by Zane Star. We're going around the entire length of the field here as Slash, second touch. Can't ground it there. Zane Star Now his chance to pinch, but nobody upfield. Krusty Crew Gaming will take a 2-0 series lead. Only one game away from advancing to the top 8. Krusty Crew Gaming showing up in a could be a pretty impressive upset story. Right now the scoreline 4-3 in game 2, 2-0 in total games, but what we've already seen. We know this series could actually go a whole lot longer. Game number 3, the series could end here as Krusty Crew Gaming, one game away from the top 8. The qualifier is such a deadly day. We are going to have 8 teams eliminated today. Krusty Crew doesn't want to be part of that group, and it's a great place to do it. Not only is it a great place to do it, but tomorrow, with it being a 8-team Swiss stage, that first round, they're going to be the team with the advantage, but that's not going to be a good start. Zanestar already has a goal for himself. And Star Nation Blackout, 16 seconds in. Just confusing Drew on the back line. But as long as they get their goals, they aren't going to be complaining. Aurelius Legend. Another touch, Drew. Gotta stay close to it here as off the back wall. Bounce goes to Drew. Krusty Crew Gaming, their chance to attack. Drew trying to get that bump on Legend, but able to reach in time, and it will be back for Star Nation. Unable to hold to it. They gotta go the other way. Slash. Almost catching another overcommit from Star Nation. They've had a couple of those, and again, this transition from Krusty Crew has been something else. As a bump on net. Slash will see this one in for himself. And that's a huge bump and a huge moment. Krusty Crew Gaming able to answer. They've not very well as, oh, what a fake from Zane. Gets around Drew, but shot not incoming. It will be cleared away. Crew Gaming, though, a little bit beat on these 1v1s again. They actually don't have the rank advantage in this match. Even though they played a lot better, as a lot of it is chemistry, not rank. Although it's close. All the Star Nation Blackout players are high GC2. Krusty Crew is GC1, GC2. Again, they don't have that rank advantage, although right now they're proving that doesn't really make too much of a difference with how they're playing. As a demo on Drew, Star Nation do not want to be swept up here. They were able to sweep their first match against Midnight Gaming. Krusty Crew, again, their first match against House Wyffindor. Game 5, a very tough win to get, because House Wyffindor themselves are another really, really scary team in this tournament. Krusty Crew just trying to get this one away. It will be Drew. One pinched out. Krusty Crew again on the defensive side, and just seeing so much transition. These guys, Krusty Crew, getting very used to the pace of this game, because it's a lot of Star Nation and them just having free range in that midfield. There hasn't been too much midfield defense from either of these sides, and a lot of it just that they have that kind of respect for each other. They know what these players are all capable of. Oh, you're trying to play the midfield when you know when they have that space, they will use it. As Zanestar does get the block there. Drew on no boost, cannot challenge easily, but he still will find a way to win this one. Well, Slash has full boost, so does Star Nation. Slash, though, trying to look in the midfield, pinched away as Zanestar panicked and hit that one off of Legend. We'll go again. Drew caught out of position, but nothing comes of it. Krusty Crew Gaming letting the ball kind of go their way, seeing a lot more bumps from Krusty Crew, but wasn't there's that sense of hesitation from them. Well, it's not a bad thing because it hasn't really cost them. You do want to see a little bit more of a sense of urgency when they have those offensive chances. They aren't going to get many of them here against Star Nation Blackout. With the bumps that they are going for, they've just got to be able to just throw themselves ahead, take those opportunities. far, it just, again, feels like they are waiting a little too much at times, as that touch from Slash, it will not be on from Zanestar, but Legend's still trying to find it. Drew clears, Zanestar, not a lot of boost here, Slash has room, that flick saved away as he didn't really put much of a shot on that net. I'd love to see him utilize Drew a lot more, really make that a 2v1. Instead, they gotta go back here as Drew. Panic clear there, Legend. We'll get to it. Drew already committed to this one, and Krusty Crew have to play defense. Slash. Great challenge. Legend was looking to flick right over him. And Krusty Crew just holding on, but they haven't found those openings. As Star Nation, infield pass. Legend finds nets, and he finds all of it. Star Nation inside the final minute. And as I said, this series feels far from over. How these teams are playing. It very well may be far from over. But Slash, oh, he needs to put that one on a open chance. Legend never even challenged him, and Krusty Crew Gaming will want to take that one back. Drew over Legend, not entirely, as once again Star Nation playing a smart defense here with 40 seconds to go. Just have to play with a bit of safety. Zanestar bumped out by Slash. It's Drew who will take this one, and he'll look for Slash. Looks like a passing play being made. It will be. Drew's still up with it, and he'll leave it for Slash. Legend doesn't have this one! And with 20 seconds to go, Krusty Crew Gaming link up for an incredible passing offense. As you just see the intention there with every single touch. And that's the kind of play that Krusty Crew Gaming trying to make of themselves, as in front. Drew missed it! Oh, a huge mistake! And for Krusty Crew Gaming, all that work, and it ends with this, Drew. Not even close to that clear. And the last thing you want to do to Star Nation Blackout is give them an open net. Once again, put down by one. Krusty Crew Gaming, a few costly errors here in Game 3, and that may determine things unless they can challenge here. Legend, though, takes this all the way back. A challenge incoming from Drew, but he won't get there in time. And Star Nation Blackout keep the series alive. Game 3 is theirs, as Krusty Crew, again, a few costly mistakes at the end of that game that really swung things the way of Star Nation Blackout. And that connection that we've seen from Krusty Crew wasn't there all that well in game 3 either. It just felt like they weren't really fully together, weren't on the same page. But for now, again, they just need to kind of calm themselves down. If you know, you're on the side of Krusty Crew, a nerve-wracking position to be in, to know that you could take this team down. You know, they still have every reason to beat you as well. Again, reminder, whoever wins the series will be done for the day. We'll go on to day 2. We move in. Game 4. Still a chance for Krusty Crew Gaming to secure their spots in that final top 8, I should say. Not that final bracket, that's top 4, actually. As for now, though, Star Nation Blackout have proven themselves worthy of taking a game, and I think with what we've seen this series, they definitely had been fighting for it. And the major thing that I think we're going to see a lot of from Krusty Crew is that reliance on each other. I feel like that offense kind of fell apart in the middle of that game. They were reaching a lot more for single solo player chances. Just can't rely on that easily against a team like Star Nation Blackout, who have that mechanical ability to stop just about anything. As I said, a pretty high-ranked roster overall, as there's a mistake from Drew, and that's going to be costly. You don't want to give up those kind of errors. That's exactly what cost Krusty Crew Gaming Game 3. As Drew, I have no clue why he chased that down in the first place as well. It's just a bad touch leading to a bad decision. Nation Blackout are taking every single goal they're given. Krusty Crew Gaming, a lot more mistake prone at this point, which is surprising with how perfect they felt in Game 1. As Ainstar sent straight to Drew, that net is open, and, well, what's it with these teams passing to each other? Drew had one like that earlier. Ainstar, he does it himself. This is like a charity game for both these sides. What on earth is happening? 2 goals in a row where I am baffled by what I just saw. 2v2 does have a lot less margin for error when it comes to mistakes, but my goodness, those are some strange ones. As Zanes are looking to sort of make it up, will get that pinch downfield. Legend, not first to it as Slash will reach the ball. Zanestar still in control as, again, the boost is his. Krusty Crew not able to get to that one as Zane. Drew avoids that bump attempt. He knew it was coming. I mean, anybody in that position would know it was coming. Zanestar trying to chase him out, but unfortunately won't be able to connect. And now, back the other way, Zanestar gets the 50 on 1, now on 2. Slash demoed away. That backfield is open, but Legend unable to shoot. He's been demoed out. Zanestar now back again with Slash. Legend should be first one to this, and another open net. Krusty Crew Gaming giving up another goal by a very similar means. Again, Slash making the wrong decision to try to challenge early. He's going to be beat by Legend no matter which way he looks at that play. And again, Krusty Crew, it feels like they want to suffocate Star Nation, but oftentimes they've been better when they sit back. In this game, it really does feel like they're trying to change something around in a series that I don't think they need to change anything around. All they really do is just keep that kind of quality that they have shown before. I mean, admittedly, it's very tough against a Star Nation team that, again, has proven their kind of consistency. Ainstar for off the ceiling, flip reset on, as well as unable to get to that one. Drew, low boost, just gets enough on it, but now he's gonna get it back around as Slash doesn't get the challenge, and again, Krusty Crew on low boost. Unfortunately for Drew, this is not really his mistake. Slash missing that flip reset. And had he been able to get the touch there, Krusty Crew Gaming have an outplay, and actually may even have a goal in the end of that. Instead, a whiff happens, and Star Nation Blackout again, taking advantage of all the mistakes Krusty Crew Gaming is making. They're not major mistakes, but they are mistakes, and the team, if you make them, expect teams like Star Nation Blackout, who want to win this whole thing, who have a very good chance of winning this whole thing, to be waiting for you. Drew, looking for a net, saved by Zane Star as we'll keep up that push. Slash, though, on the 50, Legend in net. Slash still wants the 50 on it. Not letting Drew play in instead, as in the passing from Krusty Crew Gaming, another thing that has been lacking at this point in the series. Just a whole lot more solo efforts from them. It feels like they lost the identity that really won for them in Game 1. They had so much team chemistry at the start of this series. I don't know if this is a factor because Star Nation Blackout's gotten better on defense, or if it's because Krusty Crew Gaming just don't trust each other as much, but that chemistry was what helped them early on in the series, and now they're getting beat as my headset's having an issue. We'll fix that at some point in the future, but for now, Star Nation Blackout leading 4-1. Krusty Crew Gaming falling apart at this point in the series. Feels like they're in total panic mode. Credit to Star Nation Blackout for causing this to happen. As for Krusty Crew, Slash trying to stay near it. Zane Star will at 51st. Legend not very far away as Slash keeps on the offense. Zane Star being chased down as Krusty Crew infield pass. No one there, and first real attempt at an infield pass, but again, just doesn't feel like there's enough on it. As a really good pass there. That's the kind of passing that Krusty Crew Gaming has lacked this series. It's quick, decisive movements. Legend to Zane Star, no hesitation, and unlike Krusty Crew who have been hesitating, that's the kind of play that they really have shown that they can do, but haven't at this point in the series. Now another pass, that one off the crossbar, but Krusty Crew again just feels a bit more hesitant, just doesn't want to go, as Star Nation Blackout already feels like they are celebrating here in Game 4. we could be seeing our first Game 5 of the tournament. Here in the qualifiers as Slash, up by Zane Star as Slash again. Drew already jumping. That net should be his, but completely whiffing on it. Star Nation, a very relaxed outplay as Zane Star. Dribble, demo as well. He's got the net in sight. That one saved. Follow-up shot is in. Star Nation running up the scoreboard. At this point, Game 4 secured. Star Nation Blackout en route to a reverse sweep. As for Krusty Crew Gaming, they're going to be wondering where it all left off. Simply put, again, they just made, I think, a few too many careless mistakes at the start of this game. I want to see more team chemistry, more of these players recognizing where each other are. That's, again, what has won them the early games. It's what will win them the series, is that team play. This game had none of it, and you see the difference it makes. Krusty Crew aren't going to win based on individual ability. They're going to win based on team chemistry, and without it, this is what happens. Star Nation Blackout will win 7-1 in Game 4. Reverse sweep looking very likely at this point. There's not much for a Krusty Crew game to do except just look at that scoreline and look at what is left of the series. There's one more game coming up. So any team's chance to take this one, but for Star Nation, it was a huge stand-up performance from Legend, who got 5 goals on 11 shots. Again, that solo play, that solo ability. If Nation Black can continue to make this game and this series all about individual ability, Legend will have no competition. Well, in Game 5, all they gotta do is continue that. The momentum is on the side of Star Nation Blackout. 1 win away from a reverse sweep and from qualifying to Day 2. Loser of this play is the winner of Team Ignition and Cookie Crew Esports. Obviously, you don't really want to be in that lower bracket. It only puts more pressure on you as early demos. Zane Star looking for number 3. Drew will be back. That shot will go on, but saved away as Drew waits a bit more patiently. Now on no boost. What does he have here? Try to tuck it behind Zane Star instead. He'll see if he can open up space for slashes. Now he's on low boost. Legend will dunk. Our Nation have open space. Drew still has no boost here. And Legend's going to score. A slow return to defense for Drew. Completely disregarding all the boost. He played up to see if he could receive that pass from Slash. And in a position like that where Slash is also on low boost, it's just a risk that if it doesn't work, you are in hot water. Krusty Crew Gaming will look to answer though. What a shot from Slash. Right off the kickoff. That's a play they've definitely been strong in. They usually win the kickoffs here for Krusty Crew Gaming, and they do not hesitate to put a shot on net afterwards. Erasing the mistake that came right before it. Kickoff has been a friend for Krusty Crew Gaming for this series as Star Nation, another early challenge. Again, just relying on individual ability, but that ability will be tested here as a flick from Drew. Great stop. Legend already there. Slash unable to score, and nobody back for Krusty Crew Gaming. It's an open backfield for Legend. Can't find the net. In front. Drew will be first. As Zane Star had already jumped forward, was expecting that shot to be for him. Again, Zane Star. Another early touch here. Star Nation trying to see if any of those mistakes will come. Any maybe overcommits here. That is definitely one as shot off the crossbar. Legend will have wanted that one to be taken back. It completely caught Krusty Crew Gaming on a bad rotation. Instead, they have to just search a little bit longer here as both players from Krusty Crew in the same corner. They'll be able to outplay as Drew beat though. Great pace. Another win challenge. And that's where Krusty Crew Gaming's having their issues. The pace being picked up by Star Nation Blackout, and Krusty Crew cannot keep up. With the challenges going almost completely in Star Nation Blackout's favor, Krusty Crew Gaming They've got to think of something new because they're not going to be the faster team here. They've got to be able to slow this play down. Very tough to do, though, in a 2v2 game mode where there's just going to be so much space given to teams. As Slash would have preferred to see that on target, but it does force Zanestar into an awkward touch. Legend turns it around. Slash misses his bump. Legend now has a solo effort over Drew, but not on target. Could be a relatively routine play there for Slash, as already back is Legend, but off the corner, no boost to be able to collect as Slash again looking for bumps, again unable to connect, and again we'll have to send Krusty Crew Gaming in the backfield to defense. Zanestar, dunked by Drew. Legend. Drew unable to get anything on that, and Legend's got space, but he won't be able to get that flip reset. And Slash again just trying to play patiently here. You can definitely sense the nervousness for Krusty Crew Gaming as they continue to play so much on defense. Once again, they have a chance to go upfield, but Fire Nation, after they're on defense, it always feels like they're the ones that have control, which is so rare to see, as now a whiff from Slash. Drew is back. He's got to get on the save, and he will with a beautiful block. Really left everything out on the line there. As Krusty Crew, again, do not want to see that lower bracket. The Nation continue to dominate on the offense, but a clear from Slash. Drew, using all of his boosts, finally puts in the challenge, but the Nation again able to win this one as again Slash on low boost. Drew right behind him, but Slash calls for it himself. Flick up high, Drew unable to put it on net. Zanestar doesn't exactly catch this one, but again, just doing well to keep control even on defense. As a demo, it's open! Legend! Oh, he didn't put the shot on. And now Krusty go the other way. Slash open himself. He has net, and he's got the goal. Krusty Crew Gaming from defense to offense. The scoreline even upped. And now, a little over a minute left. Somehow they've been able to survive in Champions Field. Our Nation have not been able to score. Now they will off the kickoff. The lead's back in their favor. How tough it has been for Star Nation to get goals when they have consistent offense. They've been able to stay one step ahead. Krusty Crew Gaming, they've got to do it all over again. 1 minute on the clock to go. Star Nation wants one more, but Legend's smart to sit back. He will be demoed out of the way as Slash now. Over one, but Legend's going to be on the end of this. Oh, I don't know why Slash jumped for it. Now he's left Drew on a 2v1 position. Zanestar, double tap, got it! And Star Nation take a 2-goal advantage. Zanestar, I mean, just a beautiful first touch. And he's not wasting for any time. 51 seconds left. At this point for Krusty Crew Gaming, just looking for anything. They have been starved of offense on Champions Field, and now that they're 2 goals down, they've got to find offense immediately. Slash does force in Legend, keeps him close, but Star Nation keeping that reverse sweep in their favor. Drew bounced off the corner. Legend. Well, him and Zanestar in the same position. That net is open, but again, low boost, and Krusty Crew, they have had an issue picking up those boost pads. And Drew had a few more in the tank. He could be scoring there. This could be a game for Krusty Crew. Instead, though, time is running out. As Drew still searching for net. Slash in the midfield, but Drew not able to get that pass in front. And that will end Game 5. Star Nation Blackout completes the reverse sweep. And we'll be seeing them in Day 2. The run for Krusty Crew Gaming not over. They go to the lower bracket. As they will be playing against Cookie Crew Esports. Match that they are expected to take, but still not the kind of position that Krusty Crew wanted to be in. They definitely had this match. They were 2-0 up at one point. But obviously, reverse sweeps, they do happen, and And for Star Nation, they're proving to us why they are one of the top seeds in this tournament. They have such good talent. Legend himself, such a strong team leader. Sugar Gaming's run will have to just take a little bit longer if they want to see tomorrow. But for us, and our schedule, again, reminder, we've got one more match to go. That lower bracket round 2, we will not be seeing Krusty Gaming versus Kokubu Esports. We'll be seeing the loser of Team Evo and NIRV Esports. That match right now. Wondering if we actually have a result for that. We may have actually had a result for that. Like maybe Team Evo lost in a sweep. Again, congratulations to our Nation Blackout on that win. Again, a beautiful performance. Really, I'm not supposed to say except just good job from the second seed doing what they have to do. Taking down Krusty Crew Gaming. Now again, again, we were waiting here as, again, Legend, thank you for the cast. Of course, you're welcome. Well, is to you, Zane. Congratulations on making it today, too. We may be seeing you guys on the stream again in the future, but... And we actually are going to get a call. They actually want a little interview, so we're going to interview them. Since they have qualified, why not, while we wait on our other matches to end. Team Evo actually just confirmed they lost 3-0 to NIRV, so... Sorry, 3-1 to NIRV, so... We'll join them. So, where are they? There they are. Hello there. Star Nation Blackout, a 3-2 win. You got the reverse sweep there to qualify for day 2. Zane Star, welcome back to ATS. It's nice to see you again. And once again, you guys proving that, you know, you guys can continue to perform. Although this time, it's not an upset anymore.
Well, thanks for having us back on ATS, man. This is by far one of our most favorite tournaments that we do. So, I mean, thank you for hosting it. And it was an honor to have, you know, the two owners, Sporty and Thrifty, you know,
It is.
past our matches.
Well, again, Leopard's also running this tournament as well, so shout out to Leopard. I know he'll be here day 2, so you might get Leopard.
Leopard, yeah.
And you might get all the guys who are running this tournament. But
yeah.
You guys are playing well. I know coming into this tournament as a favorite Legend, you know what it's like to be the underdog, the heavy underdogs without any expectations. Now there's expectations of you guys to do very well. Does that add any more pressure than you did when you played in the Legends Cup?
It's always pressure going into any tournament, man. It's just, that's how it always is, but we got it together twice now. But at the end of the day, we work hard, comms are up. That's all you gotta know.
Guys, definitely having had that done. Again, just a nice performance overall. I know for you, Zane Star, you're the manager for Star Nation Blackout. You're now also a player for them here in this Oregon tournament. So, kind of getting back into playing. You know, you know this team pretty well. You think your experience with this roster has helped you guys and has helped you in any way be able to work with Legend even better?
Oh, for sure, man. I thought this tournament was an amazing opportunity because me and Legend have quite a bit of experience running twos together and stuff. So, I mean, you know, it's just great that we have chemistry, and then we come into this tournament where it's org owners and players included. So it's a really cool, inclusive opportunity for all orgs, players, and even owners. You know.
As you guys have proven, again, you guys have been that kind of a roster where, you know, there's been a lot that I think people have been talking about. You guys obviously are expected to make it pretty far in this tournament. You're one of the teams competing for that $200 prize pool at the end of this event. So, you know, for you guys, you know, is that prize pool ever in your mind in any way, Legend? Or are you guys just kind of doing this for fun? I know there's a lot of teams. It's either one of those two, it feels like, for these orgs in this tournament. So, Legend, kind of what's your mentality like coming into this tournament? Because it's a little weird for a tournament like this to have Oregoners leading these rosters.
So, first thing I told Zane, you know, hop in the call, how we're feeling. We just want to have fun. We just want to have fun. Then comes the prize pool. That's the main priority, having fun.
Again, you guys have done very, very well. Obviously, I can't keep you guys forever because we do have more matches we got to get to very, very soon, actually. But before we leave, obviously, Zane Star, you know, what's your plan for the rest of this tournament? You guys got day 2 and day 3 coming up if you guys are able to make it, which you guys are expected to do so. What are you guys gonna do to make sure you improve? Because as you know, day 1 is the easy day. It's the easy day. We get rid of a lot of the lower ranked teams. You know it gets tougher going into day 2. So what are you guys gonna do to make sure you improve?
Oh, 100%, man. I'm extremely excited. I'll be honest, every single tournament that I play in, I usually call right where we're gonna make it. The last tournament, I'm not gonna mention it just because this is a completely different one. But I did say that we was gonna make grand finals, and we made grand finals. Unfortunately, we got reverse swept. But I can't say that is something that this team is kind of known for. In previous tournaments, Star Nation Blackout is known for reverse sweeping, and so for us to reverse sweep here, that's extremely exciting. So what we can do is honestly just hit our shots. Me and Legend are gonna wake up in the morning and we're just gonna do like 3 hours of training packs. Honestly, we need to hit our shots.
Oh, you already hear. Star Nation Blackout only can go up from here. Congratulations on your win. Your wins, Legend and Zanestar. Congratulations on making it today too. Before you guys leave, is there any last things you want to say?
Thank you for the
You
cast, man. Thank you.
yeah, thanks for the cast. You're one of my
Of
favorite
course, you're
casters,
welcome.
buddy. Don't quit,
That's
bro.
nice to see you.
Don't quit.
Thank you very much. Well, we'll see it. We'll see it about that. I don't plan on it, by the way. Here with all the stuff I've done, but thank you guys so much for joining again here for the Paradise 2v2 Oregon Showcase. Congratulations on making it today too, Zanestar and Earliest Legend, and good luck then. We'll very likely we'll be able to see you guys again tomorrow.
Thank you. Have a good day, man.
Thank you.
And I was Legend and Zanestar joining in for a little chat afterwards. A 3-2 reverse sweep victory. As again, our final match tonight, it's lower bracket time. This time, it is for qualification or for elimination. Team Evo, House Wyffindor. Our next match on the Spotia stream for the ATS Paradise Cup 2v2 Oregon Showcase. We'll see you guys very, very soon. Welcome back to the sportiest stream. Hopefully all of you are doing well here in the ATS Paradise Cup 2v2 Org Owner Showcase. This is day 1, the qualifier. Take a look at our schedule. We have one match left. It's Team Evo House Wyffindor. As we just saw, Star Nation Blackout in a Game 5 reverse sweep qualify for day 2. They're one of 4 teams that have done that if we go to the correct bracket screen. There we go. Along with NIRV, 135 Esports, and A&D Esports. Lower bracket, we actually only have Sky High Esports who have guaranteed their spot. Then will be the winner of Incorrect Vigilant Esports, Stuku Gaming, Cookie Crew Esports, obviously. We have Team Evo House Wyffindor. That will be, again, our final match of the night here as we prepare for one last best of 5. As Risky with the raid, thank you for the raid, Risky. How you doing, my friend? I know you were streaming a little bit today. I know you'll be streaming a little bit tomorrow. Hopefully you are doing well, my friend. Welcome in. Thank you for the raiders. Again, we're preparing for final match of the evening. House Wyffindor with Elixir and Evan taking on Breaking Crisis. Evan actually part of the Slatherwith side, I believe. Again, we'll be getting to see a good amount of these players very soon here. Again, we are just waiting on getting these players in. I know that we did get a call for a slight delay here, but again, we have only 8 teams playing for those final 4 spots. It's win and go in. It's lose and go home as Paska raid. Hey, thank you for the raid, Paska. I just saw you there, my friend. How are you doing, Paska? We're joining the time for the ATS Paradise Cup 2v2 Org Owner Showcase. This is day 1, the qualifiers of it. We got 16 different organizations playing. 8 of them are going to go to tomorrow. We've already guaranteed 4. We're now in our final match today. It's win and go in. It's lose and go home. We're going to be getting 4 more teams to join them. Tomorrow will be an 8-team Swiss stage where the top 4 will move on to a double elimination final bracket. We'll be here every single day of this tournament, so don't worry. We will. You'll get to see everything. Well, everything for a lot of things for the tournament on the stream. You'll be here to see every single day of the tournament, I should say. And thank you for the follow there, Autobots. Thank you so much. Welcome to the Spottiest stream. New Age Demon Hound wins. Oh, good on the Demon Hounds. I haven't seen New Age in a while. Used to be on that org. Great people. Again, we're only a few minutes away from our match. Let's get that prediction poll up for every single one of you here. Is again, Team Evo, House Wyffindor, 2 orgs that we know a lot about in ATS. House Wyffindor have a history of being a really, really good organization for teams. There's a good chance they actually would win both the Ascension and Apex Cup this year. They have teams that are undefeated in both of those divisions for the ATS. So very, very good teams overall. Again, we are just waiting on getting these teams in the lobby. You see on the Panthers. Zanestar, were you on the Panthers with me? What name did you go by? I was gonna say if you were in the Panthers in the past, then I would recognize who you are, but I don't recognize Zanestar specifically. You must have changed your username. As again, we're just looking to win this match very, very soon here. Obviously, I know for a fact it's not Unreal. Definitely not Missouri. Or maybe just lying to me. Honestly, that's also not unlikely. Again, we are in our final match today, Team Evo, taking on House Wyffindor. For the most part, I think these upper bracket teams should be able to win their matches. We'll see. But about this one is Breaking Crisis. And again, they are the representatives from Team Evo. Thank you for the follow, Jello. Boy, welcome to the Spottiest stream. Hope you're doing well. Again, for House Wyffindor, they have Elixir and Evan C. Or it's just known as Evan. As they're calling for here, they might actually have a server change here. And we're just looking to get things sorted out here as quickly as we can. Again, we are just trying to get things underway as quick as we possibly can get it. Again, just give us a little moment here as we sort things out. Again, we're just waiting on these teams. Again, I'm just making sure we get these players in. Sorry for the long pauses here. We, again, hopefully are able to get things sorted out here. Again, sorry about the delay. Making sure we get House Wyffindor here. I'm waiting for a message from them, but for now, again, our final match of the day. Reminder: win and go in, lose and you're out. Again, we're just waiting on confirmation from these players. Again, we are just trying to get things sorted out here. Again, we are currently checking as well. As again, we're waiting on the call from these teams. I'm getting concerned. One of these teams did want to get central servers. We are going to have to wait a little bit while we get confirmation. So again, apologies on this while we wait. I have had to be very, very silent while we talk with these players. They're calling it. Okay, they are good with Central, so we're gonna get a US Central server in. Again, apologies on this one here. Again, we are just waiting on these players. As soon as they're in, we're going to get our final series of the night going here. Again, reminder, it is a best of 5. Apologies on the delays here. So here we go. A final best of 5 of the night here. A Team Evo versus House Wyffindor. And apologies on the long delays as we had to set out servers, but we are here in our best of 5 as Team Evo, not off to a right start. Out Wyffindor, who are the ones coming from the lower bracket. It's probably the closest lower bracket match we're going to have out of all 4 of them. One could definitely last a pretty long time. Also going to be, I think, the last match of the day because of how late it has started. For now, though, we are again just waiting on any sort of small confirmations here as Wyffindor looking again to try to take down and take on Team Evo as this is Team Evo who are going to be in control. How's Wyffindor? Oh, again, already leading by 1, but looking for a few more as Elixir unable to get that chance. Evan, dunk on Crisis as he'll go again off the back wall. It's open for Evan C, and it's another one in for House Wyffindor as they're up by 2. And with what we're seeing right now, they're again trying to prove themselves the better team. Team Evo, from my experience though, are not actually all that confident right now in themselves. They did just have a tough loss in the upper bracket. Keep on going in this one here as again action will only progress further here as House Wyffindor and continue to prove themselves. Team Evo though trying to keep their calm as a whiff from break. Crisis bumped out as well. Team Evo struggling in that backfield here. We've seen a lot of break in the past here. He's always been on Team Evo as he's will be here as now Crisis down the field and one back for Team Evo. As Wyffindor has done well to get things going. Of course, Team Evo has to put in a little bit more just to really push that envelope as Team Evo still searching. Crisis blocked by Evan as break. Elixir will that one cleared away as Crisis. Oh, he's whiffed on it. Oh, breaks and have a tough time as well. He will save it off the goal line, but Team Evo not in a very fortunate position here. Crisis on the dribble, blocked by Elixir as Evan will come in for the save. And House Wyffindor again, just proving good defense, handling it well. A little redirect from Evan. That's just by that back post. And Team Evo, a little bit of fortune that won't go in. It's only a 1-goal difference at this point. As a raid coming from Corporal Monkey Shines, thank you so much. We've got Team Evo against House Wyffindor. One of the rare times we'll see Team Evo on the blue side for one of these matches. This is for qualification for day 2, or pretty important match for both these sets because these are both very, very good teams. While the pressure is still well and truly on. Team Evo trying to relinquish a lot of it, just get themselves up for some consistent and held offense, but unable to do so right now as Elixir. Just off the corner, but again Team Evo waiting there. Break finds Crisis. Elixir blocked by Break as Evan. One touch trying to keep this to that sidewall, but coming away by Break, and Wyffindor just trying to find themselves some room here as Break on 1. Evo unable to get on 2, and once again Evan will be up in the air. Break again beat here as Evan with space flip reset, unable to find the nets, but Team Evo definitely a little bit nervous at this point. And how much of this game has gone by. House Wyffindor have had a stalwart defense, and I don't think we're going to be seeing any changes in that unless Team Evo can bring a few more demos, which is something that overall this roster not all that strong at based on the players that they have on the field. Although they will be good at catching on an overcommit as Elixir does there. Crisis! Oh, he hits the crossbar, then it was wide open. House Wyffindor saved by one of the worst open net misses I've seen in a while. Crisis, my goodness. And it's going to go the other way. Evan puts the shot on, saved by Crisis. But House Wyffindor still on the attack. Crisis again. Evan with a wide turn will keep this one upfield. Second touch goes to net. Saved by Break. His Team Evo looking for another shot. Crisis can't get there. Else Wyffindor lead by 2. And Team Evo again just struggling to be able to string plays together. House Wyffindor has control as Team Evo unable to really be able to wrest it away from them, although they've proven to stay up close to them in Game 1. Need to do a little bit more to beat House Wyffindor. This team, again, this org as a general just has so many good players and always finds really good ways to put players together on a great roster. Fortunately, the Team Evo, though, they gotta go against this side, and I mean, this is no easy matchup. House Wyffindor, one of the teams coming in this that I would think would be a huge dark horse candidate to make it to day 3. And again, they have the talent to do it. As an org, they're known for pulling in good talent. As Evan. It's the demo. Still, it's House Wyffindor on the ball as Elixir blocked by Crisis. He'll look for that musty flick. Saved away. Second touch from Evan as well. Just keeping Break back for as long as he can. House Wyffindor still keeping Team Evo away from that net, but Evo still searching for anything at the end of this game. These best of 5s can end very quickly if you don't play carefully, and Team Evo know that well. They were swept in that round 2 upper bracket matchup. They want any reason they can to get some space as Elixir under the bar. Evan to shoot it will be saved away, but time has expired. Game 1 is for House Wyffindor, and they're one step closer to day 2. Team Evo, under the pressure of having to play well, under the pressure of having to be able to keep up with House Wyffindor's extremely talented roster. And we're looking just to get these teams back in for game number 2. Again, that lobby back up. One sec, let me make sure we get these players back in. They did call for a lobby reset. Again, we are just waiting for both of them, but game 1 going to House Wyffindor. Oh, Wyffindor are playing Evo Bravado. You're right, they are playing it this time. Oh, another House Wyffindor match. That's another great series. My goodness, that series very close. That's in the Apex Cup, so that's going to be a great match. Again, we are just waiting on them to join on in. Here they go. Should be, hopefully, again, we have got a lobby reset. They did call for it. We'll get them very soon. Wyffindor versus Evo type of night, I guess. It is Fairy John. By the way, it's Elixir, right? That's how you pronounce his name, Elixir. Again, there they are, they're back in, so we'll go into game number 2. Oh, it's Rely. Oh, of course it's Rely. It's just Rely? Really? Haha! Oh, it's Rely. I know who this is now. This is a pretty... Hey, man, no wonder this House Wyffindor team is so good on paper. Of course it's Rely. We'll fix that then. Well, thank you for letting me know. Of course, no one told us about who it is. So we'll fix that very soon here as we are in game number 2. How's Wyffindor with Rely? There we go. That is a name that I do recognize. No wonder he's very good. I was like, who's this Elixir guy? I've never heard of him. But I do know who Rely is. So that is a player I'm used to. Maybe go tell Rely to like let us know that we're spelling his name incorrectly. I have no problem being able to fix that kind of stuff up. Oh, that's great. Rely with his name backwards. I should have guessed. As Team Evo there, again, struggling a lot. They've had to play a lot of defense last game. Overall, again, one of the things I want to see Team Evo do this game, really that gotta shake things up, is get some demos. This House Wyffindor team just has such a good defense. Team Evo, there's just not a demo every side, but I really think they need to rely on it if they're gonna want to take a couple games off this side. They're just not gonna be easy. They're not gonna out defense House Wyffindor, not with the players they have in this game. They're just not a team that has as good of a defense. If they can use some demos, they could really shake things up. Again, they just haven't started off willingly to do that here, as Evan now looking for that back wall. Crisis will have the block as in comes Rely. 50 off the back wall. Crisis. I don't think he cares too much. Well, obviously he didn't tell us the first time we wrote his name down backwards. So, thank you for letting us know, as Evan will score the goal there. House Wyffindor up by 1. It is game 2 of, again, our match number 3 for both these teams. It's their 3rd match of the day. Reminder, there's only 8 teams still playing today, and only 4 of them will make it today too, along with the 4 that have already qualified through the upper bracket. So again, for both these sides, it's gonna be a very, very interesting night for both of them, because again, this is probably the closest lower bracket round 2 match that we have on our sheet. Both these teams could definitely make it. I think House Wyffindor have the slight advantage. I would give them the slight advantage in this match as well, just based on the players and how much I know about them. But again, Team Evo definitely has what it takes to beat this team. I mean, Isis and Break are both very good players, and they can definitely make underdog stories happen, as they're trying to do so here. That net's wide open. Crisis won't be there in time, though. And Team Evo, again, they've gotten themselves some offense, but again, that defense from House Wyffindor, it's been the winning factor for them, at least so far in this matchup. It's what allowed them to take game 1 was the fact that Team Evo just could not seem to find openings. Again, a lot of it, I think it was them just not willing to change their playstyle out. I want to see demos. I want to see bumps. I want to see aggression from Team Evo that we just aren't getting to see from them. House Wyffindor, again, they're not going to change anything. Their playstyle is working just fine for them, although they are only up by 1 goal. Make that 2. Oh, almost 2. It's bounced off the post. As Crisis the other way. Evan. Let's keep it out, but that's straight to Break, and the net's wide open. Team Evo will have an answer. As a bad touch there in the backfield by Evan. He knew that Crisis was there, and I think he was looking for Rely, but that touch completely bluffed on it. Sent straight down to Break, and if you get Break an open net, he's not missing it. Team Evo will make sure that goes in, as House Wyffindor trying to keep the scoring here as Break. Oh, a double commit! House Wyffindor! Oh, they'll be so fortunate Break can't catch up to it, because that could have been another for Team Evo. House Wyffindor. A rare miscommunication on that rotation. And now another one here as Rely a bit too slow to challenge. Evan on the whiff. Rely the push back as the pinch from Break. Only out to Crisis, but give his players some time to get down the field. Still beat there. Rely. Break trying to reach back as Team Evo staying up with it as that one pinched outward. Crisis. Rely on the 50-50. Well, he won't get much there as that one missed as well by Crisis. And while Break does have full boost, he's got House Wyffindor who are totally ready on the backfield. There's a demo. We haven't seen one yet from Team Evo. Maybe Break and mix in a couple of those. Really force House Wyffindor off their tracks, but so far, no changes there. That was more of a defensive demo than anything else. As Break to the back wall. Rely whiffs on it. It's wide open. Oh, and it's a giveaway for House Wyffindor. Break just throws the back wall for a lie. It's usually so routine, but he misses that time. And with nobody behind him, that is Team Evo in the lead. That's a huge error for House Wyffindor. And you know very well that that could really slow things down for them. Evan, keeping Break away as Rely also up early. He's left that net open. Break unable to get that shot off in time, but not the same said there as Isis getting a shot blocked away by Evan. Break again. Missing the back wall here. Crisis already waiting for it. House Wyffindor on low boost and as time winds down, Team Evo just keeping that ball away. Break. Great control. He still has the ball. One more goal in the road, and that's going to bounce off the posts. But it won't matter. Team Evo have tied up the series as the House Wyffindor offense slows to a stop. We may move into game number 3. Accidentally put it on Forbidden Temple. Whatever, we'll fix this afterwards. We're going to game 3 on Forbidden Temple for whatever reason. And so someone asking for the bracket. Let me go get it for you. I do not have a bracket command. My apologies. I know you guys want to see it. Where is the bracket? It was here at the start of the day. We are in the game number 3. Again, I'll get you a bracket soon enough. One moment. As soon as somebody scores, if it's not an interesting goal, I'll get you the bracket. Don't worry. As House Wyffindor trying to get that early offense going. Crisis. Great second touch. Real set Team Evo up for successes. Well, I would no boost. Crisis couldn't put it on net, and Team Evo, they had the opening there, but unable to take it. Break now. A 1-for-1 player, although he has just 50 to his own teammates. I wonder what he's got in plan, if he's going to do that. As you got it. Thank you, John. House Wyffindor. And give up one there as I took my eye off the ball. What happened there? It looked like it was in control as Overlie just panicked. I don't know why he went for that. And Team Evo is going to score there, and I mean, you can't blame these teams for feeling that pressure. It is, you know, the final match today, and it is win or go in. Their final chance to make it to that main event. House Wyffindor, this is the only chance they'll ever have today of making it to that top 8 tomorrow. It's up to them to be able to keep themselves calm as Break whiffed on it. Evan 50'd, 1 to beat, and Crisis got the flick! Great control from Evan as he catches Crisis waiting. The little fake there on Break gets a nice little 50 under him too, but what really helps is the fact that Crisis sitting on that back post was hoping Break could slow the play down, not just lose the 50. Unfortunately, that won't happen, and he's not in a position to challenge there. Great job from Evan to notice that there was an opening. It's so tough because you don't want to overcommit in twos, and if his shot there doesn't connect, he knows that he's going to be out of the play. He doesn't have any boost left. Taking a chance that does go his way as Break off the sidewall. It will be in the midfield there as Rely waiting. Crisis. 1-on-1. Cannot get through Rely. As Evan. Still Evan. Off the back wall. Oh, Breaks a little awkward. And again, Evan finding that front post open. This time he just does it all himself, though. As Break tried to cover as much of that as possible, he jumped early, thinking the shot would come towards the middle of the net, but Evan knew a little better than that. Shot right behind him. House Wyffindor, this is the kind of offense we were waiting to see from them. That wasn't really here last game. What you need to do is make sure that that offense stays consistent. As Evan does block this one. Rely demoed out of the way. Crisis. Only as far as Evan, who will take on the flick. It's still Evan on the ball as he's being challenged from behind by Break. Eventually that ball will be sent out, but Crisis keeping it out of the way. He will here, just round play. slowly does it. Evan on the 50-50. Second touch. He can't find the net, but Break already heading back knows what they can do. And with what we've seen from House Wyffindor, what we know from these players, they are ones that can definitely ramp things up. As a whiff there, that should be in for free. It's still on the line. Great play from Break as he'll reach there. And House Wyffindor sent back to defense. It's Break, one-on-one. He's pretty good at these as he's got the 50 on Rely. That one off the crossbar. Crisis on a whiff. Now back the other way. A crisis for Team Evo, but it's averted, as it will be House Wyffindor who don't take full advantage of it. Less than 2 minutes to go. House Wyffindor, again, only leading by 1. This is not the kind of lead that it would make them comfortable. Even last game, it was only a 1-goal lead for so long for House Wyffindor, but Team Evo can turn that kind of lead around very, very quickly. And for the Wyffindor side, they don't want that to be the case. I mean, it is twos. Goals can happen at seemingly any point. Getting yourself a 3-1 lead might be everything House Wyffindor wants at this point. They are not holding back still. As Rely. Oh, Break. He's nowhere even near the net. He will be back, but that touch has failed. And House Wyffindor not challenging, but Team Evo being a little bit risky there. Break left the nets initially. Be very fortunate that House Wyffindor again just running on low boost at this point. Not seem to get a lot of shots on that net as Evan now finding one play. Break with nothing, but Evan's double tap not on target. Now Rely, no boost, bumped into the infill play by Break, but Rely's out of the play for a while here. Crisis needed to do better on that first touch. Still looking for the bump. Evan. This play for House Wyffindor, it's all about the defense. They aren't playing that aggression anymore. They are just sitting back a little bit further. They're happy with this 1-goal lead at this point. May be just enough for them to get match point and their chance to go to day 2. Evan. Bumped on Rely though is Crisis. Playing Enforcer. It's Break, but he could not get the flick off in time. And House Wyffindor holding on strong. Evan. Full tank of boost as well. Crisis pushing up, but he won't be there to help. Evan again. Looking for one more. The fake on Crisis Rely. At Evo seconds will not take the goal, but it won't matter. House Wyffindor have taken game number 3. As a 2-1 series scoreline. As game number 4, these teams just showing up here, but House Wyffindor a chance to go to the final day of action. Day 2 awaits if they can win this game, and already off to a great start is Rely. Not wasting any time. Off the kickoff, finds the top left corner. And Rely wasting Evo time. And Team Evo put on the chopping block. They've got to prove now, here and now, that they deserve that chance for day 2. And they deserve what would be another game 5 tonight. We have seen one already for Star Nation Blackout having taken the last series in game 5 over Krusty Crew Gaming. House Wyffindor, though, don't want to make this number 2, but not even close was FNC. He thought Crisis had that shot. He never stood a chance. Team Evo have even the scoreline as Crisis not even close to that. Evan thought Crisis there had that shot, and with how Crisis has been playing, you don't blame him for that. As Break 50'd away by Rely, and a big 52. It's a 2-1 lead. This game has flipped back and forth. I don't think we're going to be seeing any stopping now as Rely just takes away Break's flip reset, and what a 50 it is. Crisis pushed up high. Thought Break was going to use it earlier. the scoreline as it is. House Wyffindor just trying to make sure they can hold this. They held a 1-goal lead last game, obviously. I don't know if it's going to happen again this game. There's so much time left. Still over 4 minutes to go, but they won't need to worry about a 1-goal lead. Now it's 2. Evan with another challenge win. And Team Evo starting to get a little bit annoyed. And again, Break caught on the flip reset. He may not want to go for that again this game because it has costed him twice. When having a sell, the cap is 1650. The MMR cap is 1650 MMR. So no, there are no SSLs in this tournament. It's all heavy. The highest rank is GC2. As Rely. Crisis. Gets that flick past Evan, but his House Wyffindor, who will actually be beat here. Nobody back, and again Break, and it's Break, and it's Evan, and it's just who scores next at this point. House Wyffindor, that 2-goal lead now sent down to 1. What if my peak was exactly 1650? You'd be allowed. There are some players here who actually have peaked a little higher than 1650, but their average, it's all about more about averages in this tournament. Their average, though, is below 1650, so a good example would be Legend, actually, who plays for Star Nation Blackout, who we saw earlier. His peak is definitely not 1650. He's peaked well over 1650. But he has not peaked, but his average is below 1650. If that helps you out here. Like, that's a good example of a player who... There are players here who have definitely hit higher than 1650, but it's averages for the most part. As Team Evo, that offense still Crisis. Bumped out of the way as Rely and House Wyffindor. Only up by 1 as there's a little under 3 minutes to go. More goals sure to come with how long this game is planned to take, with how many goals we've seen already. Evan trying to force Break to give this one away. Rely will be there to challenge now over 1, but Evan nowhere to be seen. He'll have to just go by himself. Rely 58 on Break. Evan's got the net. Crisis can't get there. And a 2-goal lead reestablished for House Wyffindor. And they just continue to make sure they stay ahead of Team Evo here. A Team Evo side that, again, has not been happy with their performance. They've had a very tough set of matches to go through. Rely. Crisis holds control. He now needs to give Evo a chance to come back into this one. I'm not an issue yet for Team Evo, but you have to feel it will be soon enough, especially if they don't get on the offense soon, which they have had issues with before, as Evan trying to sneak that one past Crisis. Rely back, he's got no boost, and that's wide open! Dribble off the crossbar, Break will go, and that's a goal for Team Evo. And hey, guess what for Team Evo? They're not done just yet. More goals definitely coming. At this point, it's who's going to lose that pressure, who's going to lose that momentum first. Both teams are riding high, but someone's got to give up some space. No one losing an inch of ground at this point. No one willing to lose an inch of ground as Crisis double taps. Saved by Evan. That was on target. Break goes. Won't see the net. Evan's got it open. And this one, oh, it's wide of the goal. It's a big chance for House Wyffindor that's been thrown away. Crisis. We'll slow it down. 50'd with Evan. Break. Crisis. Only for Rely. Break again. Evan caught out, but that shot off the post. Team Evo so close to tying this game up. They have not seen a tied game since the very start of it. Ever since it was 1-1. Things have changed around as House Wyffindor. Another fortunate save here from Rely as he's got to watch out for Break behind him and Crisis in front of him. He'll be able to avoid both. Keep on the offense. And now Break overcommitting. Will be able to get back as Crisis jumps early. House Wyffindor with a minute to go. Lead by 1 in a game that could determine their progress into day 2. At this point, only 50 seconds away. Rely missed the nets. Can't get the follow-up. Another open net missed by House Wyffindor. They're only making this tougher on themselves here as Evan. To the corner. Crisis beat, but Evan bumped away from getting that shot. Crisis with the recovery, and he's going to stay on this one. Drake really waiting in the midfield, but he won't have any chance to shoot there. House Wyffindor have their own chance as Evan to the ground. Can't get over break, and in comes Rely looking for the shot himself. Crisis nearly doesn't get to it. As Team Evo running out of opportunities. Crisis, it's got to be this, but Evan has the challenge win. Break has to go for it as Evan won't be able to catch up. And Team Evo maybe have one more chance. Break and Crisis. No shot incoming, and the ball just has to hit the ground. Crisis unable to get there, and House Wyffindor will advance to day 2. A tense ending to this game. We had a whole almost 2.5 minutes of goallessness at the end of this game. House Wyffindor finally can say that they have made it to the second day of action, to the top 8. Again, a perfect play here from House Wyffindor. They've just, again, proven themselves so well. As, again, a great performance. That's a 3-1 series win here. Meaning that all of our top 8 have been determined. House Wyffindor taken as well. And as I said, that series probably the most close out of all of them. It was. The other matches were all sweeps. As Incorrect Sky Esports and Krusty Gaming were all joining as well. House Wyffindor, the only team that actually made it through from losers round 1 to the main event. I should not say main event. I should say top 8, but it's kind of the start of the main event here as Richards and Bravado tied 2-2. Where is this being streamed? My goodness. Wyffindor on the way to a reverse sweep. I'm happy to hear that, John. So it sounds like House Wyffindor having a great day for matches. I wonder where that's being streamed as for now. What a match we've seen here. And just a great day for matches. A 3-0 sweep to start off our day as NIRV has also made today too. And we got to see our nation Blackout defend against Krusty Gaming. And then we had House Wyffindor beat Team Evo. So just a great set of matches overall. But again, that's the end of our day. Again, we've got day number 2. If we take a look at our bracket, this is the day 1 bracket, obviously. But we go to day 2. And we enter a Swiss stage. Our first round matches look like this, at least set for now. 135 Esports taking on House Wyffindor. Star Nation Blackout versus Incorrect. AND Esports, Krusty Gaming. NIRV Esports, Sky High Esports. So again, some really fun matches to start off our day. But again, for now, we will be ending our stream. So thank you all so much for running the sporty stream here tonight. To all of you who are doing well here. As for us, it's been a great time seeing all of you. Of course, we'll be back tomorrow with day 2 of this action. But for now, have a great night, everybody. Take care, be well, you know. Enjoy your life, because we'll be back soon with more from this Paradise Cup 2v2 Oregon tournament. As again, just great action overall here. As again, hopefully we'll get to see a lot of people tomorrow. But for now, we're gonna go to a raid out here. So thank you so much for the Spodia stream. As we'll get a shout out raid going here. Thank you so much for joining the stream. Have an amazing rest of your night. Take care. Be well. We'll be live again tomorrow with more from this tournament. So thank you, everybody.